Google's annual developer conference has now concluded its opening keynote, but the conference continues till May 12. The keynote brought a number of software and hardware announcements this year, including a sneak peek at future announcements as well. This includes the Google Pixel 6a, a $449 smartphone that brings the Tensor-powered Pixel 6 series experience to a more affordable segment. Google launched a new mode for Maps on Wednesday, designed to give users a more real-life look at the places they're going before they even go. The new immersive view is sort of a street view in the sky. You can look over a location from above to get a sense of the neighborhood and then drop to street level to see the specific spots you might want to hit up. Maps overlays its live busyness and traffic info, so you get a quasi-augmented reality look at whatever park or street corner or beach spot you're looking at. Google will let you talk to Assistant on the Nest Hub Max just by looking at the screen. The Nest Hub Max's latest updates let you use Google Assistant without having to say, "Hey Google," ahead of every request. One of the ways that'll work is with a new feature Google calls Look and Talk. Look and Talk is an opt-in feature, and you'll need to have both Google's Face Match and Voice Match technologies turned on to use it, according to a blog post from Sissy Shao, Google's vice president of Assistant. Audio and video from the Look and Talk interactions will be processed on the device. Look and Talk will be available first on the Nest Hub Max in the US. Google says its new image search features are like Ctrl+F for the world around you. At Google I/O, Google's senior vice president Prabhakar Raghavan announced new enhancements for its Lens multi-search tool, which lets you conduct a search with just an image and a couple of words. A new mode, called Near Me, will let users take a photo of an object and then find results locally. As Raghavan explained, you'll be able to take a photo of a dish and then search for restaurants that serve that specific food. Google is also rolling out something called Scene Exploration. This will allow users to pan their camera and then enter a search phrase about the objects in front of them. Google is using a new way to measure skin tones to make search results more inclusive. Google is partnering with a Harvard professor to promote a new scale for measuring skin tones with the hope of fixing problems of bias and diversity in the company's products. The tech giant is working with Ellis Monk, an assistant professor of sociology at Harvard and the creator of the Monk Skin Tone Scale, or MST. The MST scale is designed to replace outdated skin tone scales that are biased towards lighter skin. Scales are used by tech companies to categorize skin color. It can lead to products that perform worse for people with darker coloring, says Monk. There are numerous examples of tech products, particularly those that use AI, that perform worse with darker skin tone. These include apps designed to detect skin cancer, facial recognition software, and even machine vision systems used by self-driving cars. Google's trying to fix your crappy webcam with great AI. There's a good chance you've spent much of the last 2+ years sitting at home, cycling through endless days of virtual meetings staring into your laptop's webcam and talking into your built-in mic. This means you've spent much of the last 2+ years appearing to everyone else like a mushy pile of poorly lit pixels, sounding like you're shouting from inside a tin can. It's not your fault. Your laptop's webcam just sucks. And so does its mic. But Google thinks it can fix them both with AI. Google announced on Wednesday at its annual I/O developer conference that its Workspace team has been working on a couple of AI-powered ways to improve your virtual meetings. The most impressive is Portrait Restore, which Google says can automatically improve and sharpen your image even over a bad connection or through a bad camera. Portrait lighting, similarly, gives you a set of AI-based controls over how you're lit. Google Chrome is getting built-in virtual credit cards. Google is adding a feature to Chrome's autofill system called Virtual Card Numbers, which will let you hide your credit or debit card number while making purchases on the web. Google says the feature will help make it easy to securely buy things on sites that don't support options like Google or Apple Pay. It's basically the same experience as using Chrome autofill to enter in your credit card details, but with an added layer of security. If you give your card number to a vendor and they abuse it, you then have to contact your bank to reverse the charges and cancel your card, which is an inconvenience at best. That won't happen if you use Google's virtual cards. Bill Reddy, Google's president of commerce and payments, told each virtual card can only be used for a specific transaction, though they do support recurring transactions if you want to use it for a subscription. Google's new Pixel Buds Pro come with noise cancellation and long battery life. Today, after several attempts at making wireless earbuds, Google is announcing its most premium product in the category yet, the $199 Pixel Buds Pro. Designed as a direct answer to Apple's AirPods Pro, the Pixel Buds Pro offer active noise cancellation, a transparency mode, multi-point Bluetooth connectivity, and an IPX4 water resistance rating, among other features. They'll be available to pre-order alongside the also new Pixel 6a smartphone starting July 21st and in stores a week later on the 28th. Both the earbuds and case closely resemble the 2020 Pixel Buds. The carrying case looks practically identical. And the Pro earbuds will come in black, blue, green, or red. Compared to the older buds, you'll notice more microphone inlets around the exterior of these, and they're meant to sit deeper in your ear canal than previous Pixel Buds. Here's an early look at the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro coming this fall. Google couldn't let its I/O keynote pass without teasing its next flagship phones, the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, arriving this fall. It's a modest update of last year's design that keeps the horizontal camera bar but tones it down a little with updated camera cutouts. The 7 and 7 Pro will include a next-gen Tensor chipset and ship with Android 13. This year's Pixel phones feature an updated version of the design introduced on the 6 and 6 Pro, hanging onto the prominent horizontal camera bump wrapping around the back. This time, the camera bar is made of aluminum that flows into the device's side rails, rather than having a big black bar that cuts off at the edges like last year. The renders also suggest that Google will ditch the two-tone color treatment on the back panel. The Pixel 7 Pro will also have a triple rear camera system, like the 6 Pro. And the standard Pixel 7 appears to have two rear cameras, like the standard Pixel 6. Again, nothing changing there. The 7 Pro seems to stick with the standard wide, ultra-wide, telephoto configuration, judging by the renders. So don't expect to see multiple telephotos like on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Google's Pixel team is making an Android tablet. Google is getting back in the tablet game. The company's internal hardware division plans to release an Android-powered tablet in 2023, Senior Vice President of Devices and Services Rick Osterloh announced on Wednesday at its I/O Developer Conference. Osterloh was light on details, except to say it'll run on the same Tensor processor inside Google's latest Pixel phones and that he imagines it as a consumer-focused gadget focused on entertainment and consumption, rather than work. Google's focus on tablets may also have something to do with the state of smartphones. As foldable phones become more popular, they're also becoming one of the most compelling reasons to pick an Android device over an iPhone. Except, all too often, Android doesn't work great on the larger foldable screens, either. Google finally announces the Pixel Watch. After weeks of rumors and leaked photos, Google finally confirmed that the Pixel Watch is real. Today's announcement is more of a tease than a full reveal, however, with the watch arriving later this fall alongside the Pixel 7. Given that the Pixel Watch is the worst-kept wearable secret of 2022, there wasn't anything too surprising in terms of design. As suspected, the Pixel Watch has a circular, domed design and features a tactile crown and side button. It's made of recycled stainless steel and has swappable proprietary bands. It'll also run on an improved Wear OS 3 that features a refreshed UI, with better navigation and smart notifications. You'll also have the option to pick a cellular version of the device. Standalone connectivity. Software-wise, Google says the Pixel Watch will have the native Google apps you'd expect as well as a shiny new Fitbit integration. That includes staples like Google Maps and Assistant, but also apps like Google Wallet and Google Home that are new to Wear OS. Google shows off AR glasses that might make a case for augmented reality. Google wrapped up its I/O presentation with one big surprise: a look at its latest AR glasses. The key feature Google showed off was the ability to see languages translated right in front of your eyes, which seems to me like a very practical application for AR glasses. While a big part of Silicon Valley is heavily invested in making AR glasses a reality, thus far, no one has suggested a truly killer app for AR that would let you overlook a wide variety of privacy concerns inherent with the tech. Live translating the spoken word would definitely be a killer feature. The company didn't share any details about when they might be available and only demonstrated them in a recorded video that didn't actually show the display or how you would interact with them. But what was shown in the video painted a very cool picture of a potential AR future. Thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe us for videos like these.